Hi everyone, this is Sanjay. Today we are going to study the third chapter from Standard 8. Let's start. The third chapter is Glimpses of the Past. There are some glimpses which are taken from the past. Before you read, here are some pictorial glimpses of the history of our country from 1757 to 1857. It means almost 100 years. These pictures and speech bubbles will help clarify your understanding of conditions that led to event known as the First War of Independence in 1857. This was the First War of Independence in 1857. So let's start. The martyrs. At a function in Delhi. Oh my countrymen, let your eyes fill with tears as you recall the sacrifices of India's martyrs. It means that let us feel tears in our eyes as we recall the sacrifices which are done by the India's martyrs. The company's conquest 1757 to 1849. With its superior weapons, the British East India Company was extending its power in 18th century India. So with having the power and authority with British Empire, he was just extending East India Company in 18th century in India. India princes were short-sighted. That upstart Rajabha called the English merchants, they will help me to defeat him. The people had no peace due to such constant fights. So the people who were living in those areas were not having the peace because of constant fights between them. The rivalries helped the East India Company and it could easily subdue Indian princes one by one. A far-seeing ruler like the brave Tipu of Mysore died fighting. So there was a person who was living in Mysore, his name was Tipu, who was fighting with the British till his last breath. Thank God there is peace in the country now. No more wars and no looting by thugs. How did Indians react to these conquests? It is God who sent the British. It is the God who sent the British. Our destiny is linked with them. Somebody is saying that our destiny is linked with them. The white man has killed or dethroned our kings. Dethroned means taken away the throne. Some kings were not good, but after all they were of this land. Now we have become slaves for foreigners. So the people in that area are talking that we become the slaves of some foreigners or Britishers. Then British rule 1765 to 1836. Religious leaders preached ideas like untouchability and child marriage. It means that they just preached some ideas like untouchability and child marriage. So if anyone loses his religion, all the misery in the world is due to women. And somebody said that this is the misery, it is because of the woman. The truth was that Indians had lost self-respect and Britishers scorned them. So the people of India just lost their self-respect and British scorned them. The natives are unworthy of trust, incapable of honesty. True, your honor, but I am honest. Being merchants, the British wanted quick profits. They were merchants, so they wanted quick profits. Their heavy taxes forced farmers to abandon their fields. But your men are taking all my crop. You are still in arrears. If you don't pay next week, I will send you to jail. If they could not pay the tax, then they will be sent to jail. Still, the British invented other methods which gave them more profits. The goods manufactured in England should not have any import duty when brought into India. So those goods which are manufactured, which were manufactured in England, if they brought to India, that will not have any import duty. The British policies ruined the expert artisans and their businesses. A good idea. The East India Company's laws began to cripple Indian industries. Rahman Roy, 1772 to 1833. Rahman Roy, a learned man from Bengal. So, who was Rahman Roy? He was a learned man from Bengal, understood what was wrong with the country. What was wrong with the country, he could understand. Let us not despise ourselves. Our ancient culture is great and we are capable of greater achievements. We must first reform our society. Superstitions have been ruining us. Superstitions means blind belief. That is just ruining our society. He told his wife Uma, cows are different colors, but the colors of their milk is the same. Different teachers have different opinions, but the essence of every religion is the same. So cows are different in colors, but the milk is same. In the same way, different teachers have different opinions, but the essence of every religion is the same. He was attracted by science and modern knowledge. The knowledge should be practical and scientific. He crossed seas and went to England to see what made British powerful. There he told them, we accept you as rulers and you must accept us as subjects. But you must remember the responsibility a ruler owes to his subjects. He was just trying to convince. He started newspaper, but the suspicious British stopped them in 1823. He started newspaper selling, but suspicious British they stopped them in 1823. Operation 1765-1835. But the British continued to oppose Indians, force Indians. In 1888, they had passed Regulation 3. Under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in a court. Means without trial in a court, an Indian can be sent to jail. All the time, British officers in India drew big salaries and also made fortunes in private business. By 1829, British was exporting British goods worth 7 crore rupees to India. It means at the time of 1829, British was exporting British goods that was worth 7 crore rupees to India. The British prospered on the company's loot while Indian industries began to die. Hence, those who were industrialized in India, they were beginning to die, but from the British industries, they were just getting better by looting. Governor General Bentinck reported back home, the bones of cotton weavers are breaching the plains of India. Then dissatisfaction, 1835 to 56. Education in India was in the Persian and Sanskrit. In 1835, an Englishman named Machiavelli suggested a change. We should teach the natives through the English language. I agree. He agreed. English education produced clerks to whom the British gave petty jobs under them. Incidentally, it also produced a new generation of intellectuals. We must educate our brothers and try to improve their material conditions. For that, we must convey our grievances to the British Parliament. By 1856, the British had conquered the whole of India. By 1856, they cared little about the needs of Indians. They cared a little, means very, very little, about the needs of Indians. Our kings have become puppets and we have lost our old jobs and lands. They are converting our brothers. You only talk, do something to drive them out. Then Sparks, 1855 to 1857. The taxes continued to ruin the peasants. Peasants means farmers. In Bengal, the Santals, who had lost their lands under new rulers, became desperate. In 1855, they rose in rebellion and massacred Europeans and their supporters alike. Discontent was brewing in East India Company's army too. The white soldier gets huge pay mansions to live in servants, means they were getting their huge pay mansions to live in servants, while we get a pittance and slow promotions. The Angrez ask us to cross the sea, which is against our religion, who is the Topiwala, to abolish our age old customs. Means Topiwala means who had caps. The thousands of other sepoys revolted. They were stripped of their uniforms. We must drive out the Angrez. Sepoy Mangal Pandey attacked the adjutant of his regiment and was executed, humiliated and put in irons. For Englishmen had cared to understand Indian customs or the people's mind. Oh, proud Brahmin soldiers, do you know that the grease on the bullet you have to bite is made from the fat of cows and pigs? What? The white man has deceived us too. Soon the chapatis were sent from village to village to tell the people that their emperor would want their services. Yes, all my village men will be ready. Similarly, lotus flowers circulated among Indian soldiers, that to foreigner. The masses gave all help and shelter to the patriots. Then revolt, 1857. Then there was a violent outbreak at Meerut. The sepoys marched to Delhi. Long live our Emperor Bahadur Shah. Long live Bahadur Shah. The rebellion spread wider. Many landlords had lost their lands because of the British policies and they were sore. The white man's rule must end. Yes, we will help you. The fight for freedom, 1857. Many former rulers like Begum Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow were bitter. The white man has taken away my kingdom. The popular leaders like Maulvi Ahmedullah of Faizabad told the people, rise brothers, rise, the Angrez is ruining our land, rise. They joined the upsurge against the foreigner. The people rose everywhere in Bareilly, Kanpur and Allahabad. Azimullah Khan told Tatya Tope, we should have Peshwa Nana Sahib as our leader in this war of independence. Peshwa Nana Sahib as our leader in this war of independence. The patriots pounced upon the British and fought peace battles all over North India. 80-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. Means he was shot in his wrist. Mother Ganga, this is my last offering to you. From our freedom movement, S.D. Sawant. So this is all about our topic, and for more updates please subscribe and give a thumb button on this video. Thank you very much.